Hello, Facebook ads people. I'm Konstantinos, and this is the Facebook ads breaking news podcast. Hello, guys. Another podcast with me, your friend Konstantinos, and today we're going to discuss about several of your questions. As always, I have some announcements to make for the few loyal people because this is going to impact a little bit the way that you're watching my content. I would like to talk to you about some changes on the channel. Some things are going to change because my time is becoming more and more limited. I'm also expecting a baby, as you know, and my time is going to become even more limited. So for the past 2 years, I'm answering to every single comment that I get, every single email, Instagram, everything. I'm super polite with everyone, answering everything. But to be honest with you, it's becoming overwhelming, and I cannot handle anymore. There are some people that are just answering a lot of questions, and I don't want to disappoint them. I don't want to stop answering to their questions. I feel like I'm asking too much, but there are some things that we need to change, and let me tell you what is going to be. First of all, I have never asked you to support the channel in a way, but there are coming two major changes on the videos. First of all, one of my favorite brands, Barner glasses, which I have been using on my videos or on my life since forever. I'm having a cooperation with them now, and I'm actually going to sponsor all of my videos, offering you a 10% with a unique code so that you can also buy glasses. These are glasses that they have helped me immensely not to have headaches because they're blocking the blue light of the screens. And as a person that I'm sitting all day in front of screens, I'm actually able to not have headaches because of that. I have different sizes and stuff, and the thing that I like most of them is that they are unbreakable, basically. Okay, so you can do that and that, and they just don't even break. So this is with Banner glasses. We're going to have a discount of 10% for all of you that you want to do your Facebook ads with style and also not having headaches and be able to have better sleep. At least this is how it helped me. All of my personnel is using them, my friends, some of my students. So now it's time to tell you, and you can see that okay, it took me 2 years to convince them to give me a sponsor on the video and stuff, and have a discount code, but I'm using them since day one. So this is not a product that I'm just pushing. This is a product that I'm actually using. So that's number one. Number two is that we're going to have a pattern on the YouTube channel. Basically, it's going to be a small fee every month. And this podcast that you're watching right now is going to be split in two parts. In the first part, we're going to discuss about new things or whatever, and some questions. And the second part, which is having the more heavy questions and stuff, is going to be on the Patreon as exclusive content over there. So you're not missing everything. You're just going to miss those of you that you cannot afford it. Most probably it's going to be between 25 and 50 per month. You're going to have over there the option to watch the full podcast. The same is going to happen on Spotify and stuff. I'm going to upload for free only the first 30 minutes or the first half, and then the other half is going to be uploaded only on YouTube with the Patreon program. Or maybe I think there is an option also on Spotify and on these platforms to have also a list of videos which is going to be under payment. So I'm going to see that, and I'm going to decide what we're going to do. So this is number one, which is going to change. So basically you're losing something like 30 minutes of valuable questions and answers, which is going to become paid from now on. I was advised to do the whole podcast, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do just half of it. Now, if you're unlucky and your question is going to be featured on the paid podcast, sorry. I'm going to stop answering all of the questions on YouTube because it's almost impossible now to keep up. I'm now running on almost 450 or 600, 500 videos so far on the channel, and every day the questions that I get to previous channels, to previous videos and stuff, it's more and more and more. So it's impossible, guys. I cannot keep up. So I'm just going to group them, answer them on the podcast. Half of it is going to be free. If you're lucky, your question is going to be on the free part. If you're not lucky, it's going to be on the Patreon. That's the best thing that I can do right now, given the fact that I have limited time. Don't forget that I'm also managing 45 accounts right now, and I'm having also mentorships with people, which is the next thing that we're going to discuss. Given the fact that I'm going to do that, I also want to open a mentorship program, which is going to have two different levels. One level is going to be the mentorship program, which is going to have the inner circle, as I would like to call it. Basically, with the inner circle, what we're going to do is that we're going to have a subscription. Most probably it's going to be 1K per month. And in this subscription, we have one weekly call as a group call, all of us together, which I'm going to attend the call, not someone else. I'm going to be there answering all of your questions live and even showing accounts live and explaining things. Secondly, you're going to have instant access to the course, which is the course is already 500. So you're going to have instant access to the course immediately. And the last thing is you're going to have access to a Slack channel, which is going to be a group channel that all of the people that they are inside the inner circle are going to be able to communicate with each other. But we are also going to be able to start building an inner circle community over there for networking, but also for answering questions until we meet again the next week with the question over there. So that's the one membership program which I'm actually going to launch. The second one, by the way, for who is for this inner circle program. So I meet a lot of people, and I think that the inner circle program is for people that they do their ads on their own, and they need something that they can afford. You can afford 1K per month if you want to work with someone of my level in order to answer your questions, be able to see your ad account and stuff. The consulting calls right now is on 250 per hour. So if you think of it, getting 1 to 2 hours every week with questions asked and even your questions asked live, direct communication with me on Slack, answering questions, and also access to a $500 course, which we discussed here that it costs more than that. But anyway, I think that it's going to worth it for people that they do the ads on their own. They don't have a very big budget to hire a freelancer or me, and they want something else so that they can start growing until they're able to hire someone, or they are never going to hire someone. The second thing is that it's for freelancers for sure, that they do have, I talk with a lot of freelancers, they do have access to a lot of our accounts, they do the ads there and stuff, and a lot of times they're missing ideas on how they're going to approach this client, the other client, and everything. Service-based businesses. Lead generation is something that it's also really important. We can discuss about this. Online coaches, in-house media buyers, and of course agency owners who want to scale their agencies, and maybe their employees if they want to train their employees, and so on. I think it's going to be a really interesting thing, and I think that given the fact that I don't have a lot of time, it's going to be a very efficient way to have some people that we share the same values and the same ideas about Facebook ads in the inner circle, and actually communicate all the time and be able to progress. I have seen the results of it from people that I have mentored and all of that, and how it ended up. So I would love to see it now on a bigger scale. Now the second part of the mentorships, it's going to be a very unique lucrative, let's say, service, which is going to be called the Chosen 5. And what I have in my mind for that is that it's going to be for people that are managing more than 50 or 100K per month, or there are freelancers that are already managing a lot of ad accounts and they just want to step up their game to become better, or maybe they are managing smaller ad accounts and they want to do the transition of managing bigger ad accounts and they are missing the experience. It's going to be only 5 spots at a time. Right now I can tell you that 3 spots are already filled, okay, without even launching that, but I'm not going to be able to do more than 5. Let me tell you why. Basically, it's a daily call with me, or every day or every second day, depending on how many accounts you have, what is your spend and all of that. It's going to be a monthly fee, and we're going to meet daily or every other day, depending on the optimizations that we're going to do. And you're going to also have direct access to me through WhatsApp, where you can even call for something fast until we meet the next day, or send me a message to ask something. 3 spots are already filled, so there are 2 spots open. I don't know when I'm going to launch all of these things. I'm just letting you know that these things are going to happen, and we will see. If it goes pretty well, maybe I will make it the Chosen 7, but I don't think that I can do more than 7 at a time, depending also on how well the inner circle is going to do and the workload that I'm going to have on the Slack answering stuff. So that's all about the memberships and the new changes on the channel, the Patreon, the memberships, and all of that. And the banner, of course, which is, I was thinking of not pushing banner right now because I'm having my own things, but to be honest with you, these glasses helped me so much not having headaches and sleep well, that I said, okay, I'm just going to do a small spot and a small spot for the membership, just 2 small ones, and people can decide what they want to do. So that's all, guys. I hope that it wasn't something that was tiring for you, but I would love to hear your thoughts. All of these answers that I'm going to reply here, okay, you're asking me things. Tell me your thoughts about it. Tell me, what do you think about this? Tell me if you have an idea of doing it in a different way. But I'm kind of positive that I'm going to move on that way. But let me know your thoughts on the comments. Because, guys, to be honest with you, it has been 2 years of doing that without asking anything. And now it's becoming too much, so we need to filter it a little bit. Okay, I hope it makes sense. Let's go to your questions here. We have several of them. Yeah, we have a lot. Okay, so let's start. So let's dive into it. So many times nowadays, retargeting has a higher cost per purchase than cold traffic. How do you explain this? This is something that is totally fine, because you cannot expect from retargeting to have... retargeting has higher cost per purchase, but it has higher ROAS also. That's the difference over here. Retargeting is a very specific audience comparing to the cold traffic. A lot of times I can see that I'm having higher CPMs, higher cost per click, for example, or retargeting, but even if you have higher cost per purchase, most of the times the ROAS is better. I don't know if your ROAS is worse in that case, but do you care about your high cost per purchase if your ROAS is better? A lot of times retargeting is having very strange stats like CPMs and clicks and stuff, which I don't like also, but it's working pretty well. Now, another thing that I didn't tell you is that one of the reasons that I also doing the memberships and all of that is because during the past 5, 6, 7 days, I consumed a lot of content from I'm not going to call them competitors. I'm going to call them from other Facebook ads experts in the field. Some of those were dropshippers and stuff that they just did a guide for 2024. I don't consider this people, even if they have a lot of subscribers, it's very easy to get a lot of subscribers if you just start showing Lambos and all of that. So all of these dropshippers with 300k, 400k subscribers, okay, fine. But I'm talking about the channels that they're just showing Facebook ads. And you all know for who I'm talking about. There are 3 or 4 or 5 of us, I don't know how many. I would like to consider my channel one of the top 5, I guess. I know, okay, let's call them. It's Nick, Theriot, good channel. Ben, the biggest one. I should have mentioned Ben first, Ben Heath. Then we have Professor Charles T. And then it's me. I don't know anyone else who is just doing Facebook ads, with that many subs. So maybe but I don't. I'm talking about people that they don't do drop shipping or Amazon or Google and Facebook. I'm just talking about Facebook. Which makes also the fact that Ben Heath has such a big subscriber list a huge feat of accomplishment on its own, because it's very difficult on our niche to grow. So I was watching videos here and there, okay, with my disagreements to certain things and stuff, but at the end of the day, we'll share our experiences, and each one of us, it has a different touch to different points that they make based on their experience. But I have been watching that and consuming all of that content, trying to see what they're saying, and stuff. From time to time, I like, to watch a little bit what they say. And I have realized that everybody has that, and I went down to their comments on their videos, and I have seen that they're not even answering. So they're getting comments, and they don't even answer to anything. And if you go into my comments, you're going to see in all of my videos, I'm answering all of the comments. And then I have seen that they have mentorship programs and stuff. And because I was trying to understand how is Ben managing to answer to all of that? The truth is that he doesn't answer, and it's impossible to answer. So I guess I reached also to that point that I cannot answer. And then I was trying to understand how are they pleasing their subscribers. And then I understood that they're doing memberships, they're doing this and that and that. And this is also a road that I would like to follow because I think that it's going to be the most efficient way for all of us, okay? Because this madness with... also, I think that I'm not compromising in a way, because if you think of it, I'm going to keep answering the comments on the podcast. And even if you think of it, $25 for someone who is spending on Facebook ads, it's not a lot of money to just pay to hear the whole podcast. So I don't know how this is going to, affect people. But still, I think that with $25 per month, you can even listen to the whole podcast. And most probably your question is going to be featured there. Because, if it's something urgent or something really interesting, I might reply on the comments, but I think that from now on, I'm going to gather all the questions and go to the podcast. This is also going to help the podcast being watched by more people, since they're not going to get their answer on the comments, I guess, but they will have to just wait 3-4 days to get the answer. You get something, you lose something, that's fine. That's all. Let's go to the next one. Can I run Advanced Plus for a long term, like more than 3 months? Because Meta support said Advanced Plus is only best for short term, like not more than 3 weeks. Who the said that to you? So there are Meta support people that are saying that Advanced Plus shouldn't be run with for more than 3 weeks. I cannot believe that. Most probably this is not even part of their small training. Okay, so I do believe that Advanced Plus campaigns can last for years. I have prepared some videos recently where I'm showing that I have Advanced Plus campaigns that they're here for 1.5 years. for example, and they are still producing very good results. So don't be afraid. And to be honest with you, I'm actually trying to keep them for so long, because after some point they're becoming just very powerful post IDs that they have a lot of comments and engagement. Let's go to the next one. Hey Konstantinos, if you are running a crazy method campaign for 3 months and performance starts to dip and it has 900 track purchases, can I simply turn it off and relaunch the same campaign but a new one to optimize all over again from scratch? Is there a likelihood of this newly launched campaign working? Thank you. Most probably, in theory, this campaign of yours is going to work. The big question here is, do you want to close your previous one that has 900 sales? Because if it has 900 sales, it means that this campaign, maybe it's just having a struggle period, okay? Maybe you need to keep it. There are several times that I'm talking with people and we're optimizing their ads. I do understand it, okay, guys? I get it. You are alone, you are in front of your PC, your wife, mother, father knows nothing about that. Nobody understands you. Your friends don't understand you about Facebook ads, and you have nobody to talk about, so you start being paranoid about it. I get it. I have been there, okay? The good scenarios that I had is that I found friends here where I live in Thessaloniki, where I was able to talk about them, about Facebook ads, because we were doing the same job. But I was one of the few that had this luxury, because apparently most of the other advertisers in Greece are idiots and scammers, I guess, and I don't know, they say things like I do get 4 hours in all of my ad accounts and stuff like that, so I cannot talk to them. Also, they are not within my level, okay? They just spend money on in Greece, which is just small amount of money, and they don't understand me for the things that I'm saying when I'm spending millions and millions in United States or other countries. So the question here is this: should you close your campaign? Because when I meet people and we start working together and they have this luxury of, being close to me, and, sometimes they need to listen, look, don't touch it, but they cannot take this decision on their own because it's difficult for them to have the filter if it's correct or bad. But if you come and you say, I'm taking the responsibility, don't close it, okay? 90% of the cases, the campaigns are recovering. A campaign is not going to just die immediately. All of these things about ad fatigue and all of these things, these are just excuses that people are finding. A campaign which is working, if you don't increase the budget or do things to them, if you just have it there and then for just 7 days it stops working, or 10 days, it doesn't mean that this campaign is dead. Maybe it's going to recover in the next days, and maybe you're going to do a very huge mistake because the other campaign is going to start from zero again. Now you can use the same post ID. I can tell you that again, it's not the same because the campaign is not having all of this data. You're just having the engagement of the previous ad. So I think that when you're having campaigns like this working for 3 months, you have to understand that there are going to be just some bad periods, and maybe you need to soak the damage without losing this campaign. This campaign right now is very important because it's just your base, okay, which is spending and it's giving you the results. And without that, you're going to go back to previous levels of spending, and you don't want that, while now you have established a new threshold with this campaign, and you can go more and more and more by establishing campaigns like this one. So I think that you should keep it. I think that you should be a little bit more flexible with it, okay? That's my answer to you. But I do understand you, okay? I just want you to know that it's not your fault. It's that you don't have someone to talk with about it, okay? You don't have someone who is going to tell you, don't do it. Sometimes it's enough. I'm not giving any bad intentions to people that they're trying to say, I'm going to close and stuff. It's not because their character is bad or they're being influenced. It's just because they are not talking with people that they're doing the same thing, so that somebody can calm them down. Because when you're alone, you are thinking, and this is not good with Facebook. Facebook needs you to be a little bit more chill, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more fearless, let's say, to the different changes, because it always has changes, it always has fluctuations, and you have to be okay with that. Next one. Thank you for another informative video. I have 2 questions. Does Facebook analyze the website speed before launching ads? I've heard from the theory that Facebook checks the site speed, and if it's better, it leads to improve CPM and traffic quality. I answered to him that it sounds a bit odd and stupid. It doesn't do it, but you send traffic to a slow site will have worse result anyway, and not because Facebook is penalizing it. And then I have something here which I cannot read. He asked something else that I cannot read. Maybe you can find the whole comment on the section and you can add it, because here it says read more. But I reply 100% ad accounts also form behaviors. Maybe he's asking if the ad accounts have any specific behaviors. If you run only advanced plus for a year, you can't just go and run a CBO crazy method. Most probably it will fail miserably. Then he asks, so the opposite, if I was running CBO for a long time, it's better to continue working with CBO. You can continue working with CBO campaigns, but you need to understand that advanced plus campaigns are much more easy to manage. So you are always going to test new things, okay? That's why in the channel I'm showing a lot of different things. I want you to test CBO, stack lookalikes, crazy methods, all of it. Whatever is going to work, it's good. Whatever it's not, you don't use it again. Just try to test all of these things, see what is working for you, and then try to have the best possible results for your ad account. Don't just be a one-trick pony like what the agencies are doing and try to do just one thing. Just try to test things. Konstantinos made another video saying this. Charles, Link, Ben, they said something. Tried it also from other people, because you need to find something that is going to work, and you should not just you should not like people. You should like their strategies. Okay, if they work for you, that's fine. If not, that's also fine. Move to another one. Next one. Hi, 2 days ago we launched a new product, and compared to our other products, this product is selling like crazy. The ROAS is around 2.5 to 3, break-even ROAS is 1.5. We have 180 euro per day. We started with 150 euro and scaled 2 times. Now it's time 15 euro to keep in the learning phase. We already passed 25 conversion events. So my questions are, can we continue scaling vertical around 10% every 2 days until the ROAS drop? I guess you can do that. You can try. I think that I replied to you also today. I told you go and try it. It's going to be a very good learning curve for you. And you told me no. You are my mentor. I'm not going to, I don't know if you said mentor, but you're the expert, whatever you said, I don't remember. So, and I told you that, look, in theory, the 10 to 20% every day, or the 20%, even the 20%, it's working, okay? But I don't like it because it's very slow. So if you start with 100, you will go to 120, then you will go to 122. So, I don't like it from that perspective, but I'm not saying that it's not working. I just don't like to start. So 20% also now Facebook has a new feature that tells you that if you spend that more, you're not going to exit the learning phase when you try to increase the budget and stuff. So you can also try that. My major disagreement with increasing spends is mostly on CBOs, which I can see that they can be affected, but in the way that we do them. In the way that we do the CBOs with crazy method and all of that, we like to keep balances and stuff, so we don't like to touch them after that. If you're doing a CBO campaign with 1 or 2 ads inside, and you have seen that one of them is working, so it becomes a CBO of 1 ad, then you can use the rule of 20%, I guess. At the end of the day, you have to try it and see, because I also believe that the optimization that we do, and the different ways that we work in ad accounts, it's actually also not only a mentality thing, but something which reveals our character. For example, I'm more aggressive. Even when I go to a casino, for example, to gamble, I'm not the kind of person who is going to be conservative. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to lose my money fast or make a lot fast. This is how I am also with my life. You might be a person that in your personal life you're much more conservative, composed, slow with things and stuff. Maybe you like this style over here and it's going to serve you better because it's closer to your personality. So all the things that we do, they also have to pair with our personality. It has to go also good with that. Or should we let the campaign in peace, like Mr. Konstantinos would say? Should we duplicate instead the campaign, Advanced Plus? So this is an Advanced Plus. Advanced Plus are easier to scale, to be honest with you. They're showing better control to the different changes and stuff, and they're not getting ruined that easily. And try to find a new winner with deleting the actual winner. This is also a very good strategy. I just created one video yesterday which I'm showing how well it worked for an ad account. Or should we use the crazy method, or should we do nothing because it's too early? Well, can't believe we have this luxury problem now. Our campaign has 9 ads, mixed carousel, collection, and regular ads with products on white pack only one copy and 2 headlines. Guess who is the winner? It's a regular ad with white background. Thanks for your help, Marcus. Glad to hear about your progress, Marcus. Look, all of these things are acceptable, okay? Just try to see what is going to work for you, what you like, you know. If you see that every day that you go and you increase 20% the budget, you hate it, don't do it. If you like more my ideas and stuff, do it. This is why all of the different channels on YouTube, they have people that are following them, because all of these people, they're telling their truth, okay? None of them is a scammer. All of these people, they have legit accounts, they're showing you case studies, they have things. And you have to understand that by just following them, maybe you are closer to their character, okay? So you are going to go closer to what resonates more with you and your case and all of that. So I think that here you have all of these options at least, and you can start testing them and see which one is going to work better for you. Next one is from Matt. Noticed some of my gold performance shoot up with crazy metrics as high as 1900% above historic normals. Did some digging and it turned out there was a system issue for ads delivery. Thankfully, I was able to catch the ad sets and post them before results got worse. Would be worth taking a look if you've noticed issues in the past couple of days. So I was trying to... on this comment, I would like to comment something that in your case, I think that what is really important is that most probably, like the other case that we noticed above, that maybe you shouldn't close your ads, okay? Maybe you should have soaked the damage, because now you close them, maybe you have caused a problem to your ads. What if you had these campaigns, for example, for 1 year? Even if you see that, you just have to soak the damage. His reply, Matt's reply, was that, okay, but Facebook is not going to refund me. I get that, but Facebook doesn't care. Facebook doesn't care. And if you lose a campaign of 1 year, is it better of you not losing some money right now? So it's what you give and what you take, you know. I wouldn't close them. I'm also observing some bad days. I believe in like 10 days ago we had, it was a Thursday or Wednesday, that we had some Facebook accounts spending only half of it, you know, half of the spend. And the next day spending much more and all of that. These things are happening with Facebook all the time. It's up to you to decide if you can soak the damage or not, because Facebook doesn't care. Next one. Amazing video, Konstantinos. You have the best Facebook ads content. Thank you. I have ever come across on YouTube. How do you test new creatives? Currently, I'm running one broad, no interest targeting crazy method CBO campaign with 900 purchases. Is the guy above? Yes, it's the guy above. But I only have that one campaign and one creative running. I need to test more creatives, but unsure if I should use ABO or CBO and broad, no interest targeting or interest to find new winning creatives to scale with the crazy method. Thanks. So the answer is very simple. You have already one campaign over here, which is a crazy method CBO. Whatever this campaign, So this is a proven campaign that is working. So what are you doing? You're taking exactly the same strategy over here and you move it to another campaign, smaller budget, same budget, whatever you want, which is going to have other creatives. So what do you know? If this campaign is not going to work, you are going to blame the creatives and not the actual campaign because it's working on the other case with the other winning creative that you have. It's very simple actually, okay? And you don't need to do ABOs and stuff. You need to do immediately CBO, trying to see if you can get sales immediately. Next one, great video, Costa, most probably he's Greek. I have noticed that one day view over reporting so many purchases, doesn't 7 days click alone model gives you more realistic results? We have to address the elephant in the room here in order to answer that. It's the statistically modeling. So next to your ROAS, you're going to see a number 2 under brackets. If you hover over it, you're going to see about statistically modeling, and that Facebook says that we're just going to estimate how many sales you are going to get. Of course, in 7 days, this is more noticeable because you can see that they are doing the statistically modeling more compared to the 7 days that they can actually find an average much more easy. And I think this is what you're observing over here. Also, in order for you to observe it, you need to spend a lot of money. On the other hand, with the delayed reporting and all of that, and even the misreporting that we have after iOS and stuff, we can never, we cannot just blame Facebook 100% for the reporting. Yeah, I'm not seeing any discrepancies because I'm using 1 day attribution to my manual bidding campaigns. I haven't seen any crazy reporting to those, to be honest with you, comparing to others. Hi Konstantinos, I have 2 leading creatives out of 6 in my Advanced Plus campaign. So what you're saying in order to scale with Advanced Plus is duplicate the campaign but turn off the winning ads to allow the other creatives to be optimized. I absolutely ruined my previous Advanced Plus campaign trying to scale it. It had rows of 12. I followed Facebook fragmentation suggestion, which I never do again. It ruined it and sent it back to the learning phase. Okay, so how much can you ruin a 12 ROAS campaign? So it went to 5, 6. I'm curious to know. Yes, if something is working, that's the reason that I don't like to touch it. You can just duplicate it with the others because the Advanced Plus is working with dominant ads, and most probably 1 or 2 of your ads are taking all of the budget, but this doesn't mean that you're not going to have other ads that are going to be winner and they're going to have also good results. That just didn't take a lot of budget because Facebook found already a winner on the other 1 or 2, so you can test also the others like this and scale also at the same time. Konstantinos, one more question. If you're having some sort of crazy cost per click, like it's normally 0.8 and in a new campaign it's 5, if it's retargeting, it doesn't matter, just telling you. After 20% of budget spending, is it maybe a good decision to off this campaign and duplicate on the same campaign? Because I'm thinking, I guess, that it's sort of bug and CPM is 3 times higher. I would wait for 24 hours. I wouldn't do changes in the middle of the day in the first 24 hours. I would just wait. But yes, it would be one of the rare cases that after 24 hours, if I see something crazy, which is abnormal compared to the other stats that I'm getting across campaigns, I would just close it or try to relaunch it if I believe that it was just a day and happened also to my other ads. Next one, thank you for the video. So when targeting smaller countries, you would suggest using the Advanced Plus campaign or broad targeting CBO. Which one would you suggest to begin with? I would suggest Advantage Plus because Advantage Plus is a broad targeting which is always cheaper when it's working compared to a CBO broad targeting. So I would try Advanced Plus first, but this is just a suggestion to start. If it doesn't work, you have to move to something else that's going to work. You're not just going to keep doing Advanced Plus. If it doesn't work, you're just going to try to find something else. Hello, and my name. Once the campaign is fully optimized, how do we scale it from there? Meaning with every asset we close, we lower the budget, and there will be a point where there will be only 3 or 4 assets left which are working very well. So how do I scale them, or do I even scale them? You don't scale them. You just do another campaign. That's the whole point. You reach to the point that you are actually optimizing. By the way, this is for problematic new accounts or accounts that they are near the verge of profitability and they have high CPMs. For big, good ad accounts, you can do advanced plus campaigns, broad, and all of that. It's going to work. And then the problem is to scale them. For accounts that people are struggling with and they cannot have results, we do that. And as you can understand, you're not going to scale something that you optimize. When you optimize and you reach to the point that you know your budget and how many ads are going to stay, you just leave it as it is. And you do another campaign if you want. I have a question, but with the way that you talk over here, I can understand that you really understand how to optimize a CBO campaign based on my videos. I have a question. If I have to test a variable example audience landing page creative, do I use CBO or ABO? My concern is if I use CBO, not all the assets will be tested effectively and I might get a winner which actually isn't a winner. I think that you should use a CBO because an ABO with a smaller budget, it doesn't mean that it's going to work in a higher budget when you're going to put it in a CBO, unless if you're willing to scale it with the 20% rule and stuff, which is going to be super slow. On the other hand, what you can do is you can have ad sets with different ads. So you can have your different ads inside an ad set, run them with a crazy method or something that is working on your ad account, and then test efficiently the different ads, the different landing pages, creatives that you want in a crazy method, though giving it enough chance. You will see that even in a crazy method with 8 ad sets, when you're going to go on the ads and you have 3 to 5 ads per ad set, you're going to see that the winning ad is going to be consistently the same across the ad sets that have sales. Hi Konstantinos, thanks for your great content. I'm struggling a bit with Advanced Plus campaigns for my website, for my web shop. One day the ads are doing so great and the next day we spend half of our budget by noon with no sales. Why does this happen? Is it better to look at results over a longer period or time rather than daily, or this is an indication that something is wrong? I would strongly suggest you to look at your results based on the last 7 days for several reasons. Because you are optimizing for 7 days click, 1 day view, I hope. Because you are we are having delayed reporting, we have statistical modeling, we have under-reporting, we have all of these problems. So you need to be a little bit more flexible in the way that you optimize. And you see, last 7 days, if you are selling something which is higher ticket item, for sure you need to watch for 7 days. If you're selling something which is more in the comfort zone, t-shirts and stuff, you can work with 3-4 days. Okay, it's fine. But I would strongly not watch daily results, because you might see these daily results now and the next day you have 2 or 3 delayed reported sales, which are fixing the situation, or watching what the ads are doing during the middle of the day. Several times I have the discussion with clients or people that they say, hey, I'm getting bad results, for example, and I tell them let the day finish, and then in the whole rest of the day the ads are recovering and they're just giving the ROAS that we want. So be a little bit more flexible with that. Next one. Hey, do you mix statistics and videos in Advanced Plus campaign? What about mixing in case Meta neglects statics for videos regardless of conversion performance? Yes, it's going to neglect images because it's going to boost more videos, because videos are going to get more engagement and Meta is going to think that these are better ads comparing to an image. They're getting more engagement because every 3 seconds that you auto watch, they're considering engagement. The image needs much more commitment to get engagement. Next one. Hello Konstantinos, I always need you in my difficult times. You have helped me solve many problems, and currently I have an account that has spent $100K US in the past month. Oh, nice. And especially the average daily sales in the past week have exceeded 10,000 USD. But I still have the following questions. I have 10 successful creatives and each have a separate Advanced Plus campaign running stable budgets between 500 and 1,000. We all know that the Advantage Plus campaign contains the largest audience and I'm running well. Do I still need to expand the broad audience and LA for these 10 creators at a time? If you want to scale, you can try stacked lookalikes as a CBO. Also, I don't know if you're being limited because of your Advantage Plus campaigns. So, for example, if you have 8 Advantage Plus campaigns already, what are you going to do? You will have to eventually try to run. I would do it with 500 though. I would do CBOs with 500 stacked lookalikes in order to see if they're going to work, and I can scale a little bit more. But not crazy method CBOs, because you're covering that with Advanced Plus. Not that it doesn't have chances of working, maybe it's going to work, but I think it's too much after that. If I want to further scale sales, is it a good way to increase the budget for effective ads? You can use the 20% rule, but I disagree with it. I like to scale with campaigns, as you know. If the budget needs to be adjusted, how do I evaluate whether an ad should have a higher budget, and when do you typically adjust the budget? You are not going to do that. You're going to work with average results. So if you're seeing all of your Advanced Plus campaigns in average giving you the results that you want, then you're not going to disturb this balance, because just go and watch it, the previous days. Just try to analyze week by week. You will see that one campaign 1 week did well, another week didn't do well, but another one did well. So it's covering the missing ROAS over there, and it's working like this. I would be grateful if you would answer the question. So I think that a little bit of scaling can be done with stacked lookalikes. If you're fortunate enough and you are on one of these ad accounts that they can do more than 8 Advanced Plus campaigns, then this is going to be good and you can scale even more. If not, eventually you will have to go to CBO's crazy method and all of that, try to scale like this. You can always try to do the 20% method, because right now spending 1,000, that means that you go to 1,200. So it's not going to be very slow. I don't like to touch campaigns that they're working. I just like to leave them there and do new ones. But whatever. In your case, let's say that I was managing the ads, I was going to do stack lookalikes, but I would try one campaign increasing 20% and see if it's working or not. If my Advanced Plus ads are running well, is it still necessary to try broad audiences and lookalike audiences? It's the same guy that's asking this before, so we have already replied. No, it's not necessary. If you can do only Advanced Plus campaigns, it's fine. If you want to scale it, you cannot do more Advanced Plus, you have to try it eventually. You don't have any other option. You can do up to 8. But there are some other accounts that they can do more right now. I don't know if all of them are going to be like this. Great video, thank you. What about high-end products that usually receive leads and only after talking to a representative they continue the purchase phase on the website? Do you optimize for purchases or leads? Yes, so we discussed several times about these things and we said that you need to evaluate each funnel, and this is why I don't like blueprints and all of that, because it's going to be different for each ad account and for each different business. So if you have a business like this and you're having a killing team which is going to close you deals and stuff, optimize for leads. I don't care. Take them leads, take them people that are going to call and whatever, and then do also run purchase campaigns and see which one is working better, and then try to focus more on this one. All of our strategies are working anyway, also for lead gen. That's why I'm telling you that they're not good or bad settings. Why I'm telling you that there are all of these strategies, so that you can test and make your own strategy eventually for your own ad account, because each ad account and funnel is actually different. Konstantinos, thank you so much for your help on my last comment. My campaign received 7 purchases yesterday. AOV 100 on 40 OD budget after a few days. Never happened before, and this is a new ad account using 1 campaign, 1 ad set, and 4 interest, and 1 winning creative. I'm guessing my ad set found a hot pocket audience. Should I increase the budget slightly, 10 to 20%? It's always the same question, guys. While to verify performance. So happy when I get comments like this. It's a new ad account, leave it alone to gather sales, training the pixel. That's true. So a lot of times we do reply and we say, okay, try the 10-20%, whatever you want, or do another campaign. Both of these are acceptable. But over here we have a situation with a new ad account, so it would be better of not touching fragile campaigns and assets just because you were lucky and they found a hot pocket and they're working, especially as a new pixel ad account. I think you should be a little bit more careful of the changes that you make. These campaigns are extremely fragile. New ad accounts are stable, most probably it will die in the next days. Also this one that is working right now, he's writing the comment right now, so maybe it's going to die in the next days, we don't know that. If it does, try relaunching it. If it continues doing well, then you're lucky, leave it alone and do another campaign if you want and you can scale. Relaunch it by duplicating the asset in the same campaign or duplicating the entire campaign. I mean the entire campaign. I hope it doesn't die. Haha. It has a very good day yesterday. Yeah, but most of the time new campaigns in new ad accounts, they just don't hold for a lot of time. You're just getting the boost of the first 24-48 hours that Facebook is giving you so that you can get your first sales and continue optimizing. Maybe it's going to die. If it dies, just keep relaunching it. If it keeps working, just keep doing that so that you can get some data with your pixels so that you can start. I have heard a lot about creative or ad fatigue, as everyone calls them. When you said running a campaign for 7-8 months, does it mean not 7-8 months, even for years? I'm having a video where I'm showing that and it's going to come soon. It means running it with the same creatives or launching new ads in the existing ads or replacing the creative and the ad level as the frequency level rises. No. I'm talking about the same campaigns which are becoming stronger and stronger. There is an explanation about that. They are becoming stronger and stronger because they're becoming stronger post IDs. So after some point, it's not only about the creative, but it's also about the comments and the likes and everything that you have below, which is giving it credibility. Yeah, the ad fatigue and all of that, blah, blah. But if it's working, it's working. And I have campaigns here that are working for years. And I have seen agencies that they went to ad accounts. They believe that these ads, they were having ad fatigue. They closed them and the ad accounts never recovered. So be careful on what you're doing, because theory is theory, but reality is reality. And maybe it's going to punish you hard. Also, changing the creative would reset the campaign and I might lose all the data. What do you say about this? It's not going to reset the campaign. Changing the creative inside the ad, it is going to reset it, but adding new ads is not going to reset it. They're just not going to get a lot of budget because the budget has already been distributed. The point over here is what I told you earlier, okay? So keep that. There is no point of adding new creatives. You can do new campaigns with new creatives. That's the whole point, because you are scaling also. The new creatives have to go on new campaigns. They should not go in the same campaign. What's the point of doing that? You keep spending on the new creatives on the same budgets. Why? So that you're not going to have ad fatigue. And where's your scaling? You're scaling with 20%. I just don't get it. Just use this campaign, let it run, continue gathering post IDs and all of that and data, and then just go and just do another campaign. It's also going to help you scale, and then let the other campaign become a dinosaur campaign for many years and stuff. Next two questions. Hi Konstantinos, just watched the video and I have questions about the pixel work in my case. Overall, I sell toys for children, but I have product A intended for children 8 and older, but adults can also buy it. Product B, purchased for children aged 3 to 5 years. Product C, bought only for girls aged 7 to 14. Based on this, I have two questions. Is it worth combining such partially overlapping products in terms of audience in one advertising campaign? They are not overlapping products. You're on the same niche, which is the toy niche. And my answer is again the same. As long as they have the same average order value, it's totally fine. Is it advisable to use one pixel for combining such products, considering the pixel forms an ideal avatar? It is. You have an ideal avatar, which is toys. It's not you. You're not going to form an avatar for 3 to 5 and all of that. You're just going to have a bigger avatar, which is people interesting for toys because they have children or for any other reason. Thank you very much for your help. Thank you for the question. Next one. How quickly do you see the daily spend limit raised on a new ad account? I have an ad account at 25 daily for the last 2 days and needed to be at least 100 daily. I have one video, guys, that I'm showing how to increase from 25 to 250, I believe. And I also gave you the link to that. You can do that with prepaid funds if you have this option. If you don't have this option, I don't know any other way of increasing your limit. Back in the day, we could contact the customer support and we could increase the limit, but now they don't do it anymore. Just one fun fact, because I'm not having any freelancer diaries, I'm not very active lately on Upwork. I have to cut several of the things that I'm doing, as I said at the start of the video and with all the changes to the channel. The thing that I was noticing here is this. So I was noticing this message says, talk to your Meta Marketing Pro, get personalized ad recommendations for your business to help drive performance and improve ROI, request a call. And then I'm seeing this picture over here. And this guy looks the most stupid person in the world, you know. When you see a person like this, you don't expect him to give you any good advices or anything. So I'm just questioning Meta's marketing over here. Put a serious guy, put a beautiful lady with a headset or something like that. Why did you put someone that looks stupid over here? You know, at least to my eyes, it's looking like someone who's not professional at all. Someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. I don't know who is speaking these personas over here for the images, but it doesn't look okay at all. Let me know in the comments if you also agree with that. Guys, that's all I had with the podcast today. I wanted to share with you all of these changes and tell you about it. Most probably I'm going to make also one video about it, or maybe I'm going to cut this section over here and upload it as a video about the new changes that we have to the channel with the pattern and all of that. Let me know in the comments your opinion about it, and I hope that that you're going to like it, because my time is becoming limited, and to be honest with you, there is no other option. I will see you guys in the next podcast. Most probably for the next 1 or 2 podcasts, we're not going to do the Patreon thing until we sort out everything. So see you on the next. This was the Facebook Ads Breaking News Podcast. Like it or not, it is what it is.